So let's see how long we can go with this. And see if anybody shows up. I doubt it. I doubt it. Jumping straight into things. I'm sure anybody who usually drops by to hang out, is asleep. So I'm anticipating literally nobody showing up. Because I'm not comfortable posting random nonsense about my streams in Facebook groups that a lot of people are in. I'm not going to pester my friends on Facebook Messenger. So I post on Twitter and I post on Discord. And most of the Discord servers I'm on are fairly quiet and nobody's active right now. So yeah. So I went down a rabbit hole this evening.
Shepard, it's Rex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
The Solarians are in the water.
Taking enemy fire from Pacific Caltech 4. Direct reinforcements from that location has
Clear. But there will be more.
So the rabbit hole I went down was a weird rabbit hole to go down.
Incoming!
Maybe a weird rabbit hole.
All squads, be advised we're encountering resistance from non-soldiers.
Don't let them take cover in the lab!
Yes, Commander.
The Krogan will be slaughtered if we don't end this soon.
Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry! We're on our way.
So the rabbit hole that I went down was in relation to the performers from the Super Bowl halftime show. And I discovered, at least
SCP-732, the Yogg, has been authorized for covert uplift. They're ideal candidates for expanding Solarian influence with full deniability.
So a lot of people were curious. I mean,
Obviously, they've never had to fight a Yogg face to face.
with the exception of the nonsense about Fiddy's weight increase, Duke could still bench press any of the sons of bitches complaining about it. But
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
Not funny.
But I was looking, and I and many people, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty that weren't, were confused slightly by Fiddy hanging upside down.
Shepard, Cerberus troops at checkpoint. Attempting to kill Krogan. Need assistance.
The checkpoint is under fire.
Let's get in there!
And I was looking and paying attention because I think that's a smart thing to do. And I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube.
Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Not a, huge rabbit hole, but a rabbit hole nonetheless. And I have come to the conclusion that the, Fiddy's
Are you
entrance
okay?
was a reference to the music video for In the
Energy
Club,
holding. We'll try to repair
the song that
necessary.
he
Can't
was,
speak
that
for
was his
Krogan's health,
portion
however.
of that show.
I'm fine, Commander. Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in the STG could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan aligns with Turians,
So-
Reapers left unchallenged.
Theory, I could
do
be
more than
wrong,
challenge them.
but I feel that.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Server is likely to target. Hurry, next checkpoint.
Headed up to the next level. All blocks first.
Because I know this is in the road. I'm just out here.
Where's Minorva team?
Shepard, get cracking. I'll try to draw some of their fire. Get me a location.
No, you do want to,
The enemy has fallen.
check everything in here, because anything that you don't find, you're gonna have to pay for later. If you decide you want it. Because most of it is available through shops. But I'd rather not have to pay the credits for it. Have the credits for other things.
Cerberus just don't quit, do they?
The end of a cycle always marks the beginning of chaos.
Commander, stay back. Hostile
Major
just down
Kirahi.
the hall.
Captain Kira?
Hey.
It's Major now. Always hoped we would work together again.
Is there an easier way around?
Mass Effect 1.
You could say that.
Solarians know their weapons.
Go, Commander! I'll cover you!
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
Major, I'd really rather you didn't die here.
We're being blockaded.
Taking them head on may not be the best idea.
We may be able to flank them.
Those turrets will chew us to pieces!
You're all dead.
The next checkpoint won't be far. Maybe we can beat Cerberus to it.
Again, you do all these things because... You find all these things because it will save you money or get you money. Save you money now, get you money later.
Scanning. Scan aborted. Please try again.
Or they get to the Krogan. Go, Commander! Or they get to the Krogan.
Scanning. Please confirm security confirmed.
I agree with Morden. Somebody told Cerberus about this. They arrived much too quickly.
Every war has its traitors.
This one has more than usual.
The enemy is persistent.
Find cover!
Stand over there. They can give us the high ground.
Thankfully, I already got the mail slot trophy. Yeah, I'll be up there in a second. Shepard yeeting herself around. I'm occasionally looking over to see if anybody's here in chat. See if anybody's actually watching. I got used to streaming on my PS4 with the built-in streaming.
Taking fire!
Take them out! Get them away from the female!
But they gave me some on-screen information that I just don't get with this. And because of my setup,
Shepard, suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Species 408, the Varen, could provide a novel form of biological warfare. With enhanced size and intelligence, they could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval.
sorry.
A power conduit must be nearby.
So I got used to that, but because of my setup, I have my iPad actually controlling the stream with my computer
Find power terminal. Should be
running
nearby.
it. With my iPad controlling my OBS from my computer. And then
Now online.
my PS4 streaming, or my PS4 going to my TV and me sitting comfortably on the
Excellent.
couch.
Clarus, wait! Another Cerberus squad.
Don't keep up the pressure! Affirmative.
With pleasure.
Excellent. Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now.
But yeah, so it means that I'm occasionally not that good at
How you holding up?
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your
Paying
problem,
attention.
Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope Erdnot Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
We found the Krogan.
Yes, Commander.
That was the last one.
Let's get the hell out of here.
I will say I'm doing better than I usually do.
I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
Dude, we've already I've killed a Thresher Maw twice. How do I get up there? I don't remember the route. Right in the interim. Damage before stasis breaks, or just flat out duration. Flat out duration. And we'll bump the DPS on the Dark Channel. Ah, good. Somebody's actually here. Hi. Welcome to the stream. At the end. Back over here. Back up the... You where I'm going. Yes, this is where I'm going.
We're almost back up top.
I'm just saying, I do sometimes have problems,
Shepard, they found us. Under heavy attack. Servers outside pod, Shepard. Need assistance.
problems paying attention to chat, because of my setup.
Hurry, Shepard. Containment shield failing.
No, it's not.
Appears safe. Need final approval now, Shepard. Shepard, don't delay. Please authorize final release. Can't leave otherwise. Shepard, you must authorize release.
Towing it.
Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
I do appreciate those who are who come by and lurk just with me in the background, no attention. I know you can't. Not everybody can communicate in chat, especially like I'll occasionally watch on my Switch or my PS4.
Shepard, heads up! You've got incoming!
Alright, well, this one I gotta take out no matter what, so I can't, even though I've taken out a couple of these, this one I can't take over. Because theoretically, this should be the first one you encounter. But, no. It's used in a couple of the side missions.
I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, give me a second to get through the cinematic.
Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
Of course, Commander.
Just watch me!
You getting old? Take that thing out. Fighting Sarah's a lot harder than this.
Rex still has his temper.
Get behind the thing.
We did it!
More enemies remain. Stay vigilant.
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now.
Having a cup of tea with some tea from a local tea shop. Tasty.
You had me worried there for a minute.
I didn't die during it.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
This is where we learn the truth. Oh no, we learned that in the first mission.
Cerberus here. What do you want?
But we all know that they're all indoctrinated. Because the elusive man is a son of a bitch.
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The elusive man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
No, sir.
Good. Hack it out.
Protheans had hundreds of years to faff around with this. We get like months. And it was, as I said during the last stream.
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
Mordin, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Probably not.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Mordin. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage modification project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Mordin, and make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Morton's a good guy.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
So, are you drinking water? Are you keeping plenty hydrated? So, as we can see, we got the Salarian, because we got Kirrahe, who we saved on, I think it was Mass Effect 1, I think is when we saved him. I'll never turn down a nice 20 points that I've never had before. A lot of them, the stuff from Mass Effect 1, you miss out on doing the comic that I did for 2.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Your men that crashed onto Tuchanka, how many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
The Solarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
The Krogan will make sure that doesn't happen.
Assuming you're successful with the cure.
We will be.
You have to be, Commander. I don't want to go down as history's last Primarch.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
We gotta run around and talk to Rex. Good old Rexy Poo. Talk to him in a second. I don't know why Shepard's a little feels a little floaty. But
Hell of a show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Aralak Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Back on Surkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Rex. You should try listening.
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. It may not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime.
Now this isn't going to be a marathon stream. it's
Shepard,
just-
I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but maybe that's because I don't kiss as well.
No comment.
Yeah. I miss this place. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
You'd think the Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better.
Nah, they were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Not inaccurate.
Commander, we've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
I have to be careful flirting with her, because I end up in a relationship with her and screwing things up with,
Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on.
With Liara. In a new article on indoctrination. Holding the line, Major Kirahi. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Sakesh. Even if the circumstances were less than ideal, Tuesday I decided our meetings coincided like twice, so be it. And I want to reiterate, this STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck, Major Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment Special Task Group. Info for you. Shepard, it's been a while. Glad to hear you made it off Earth and Liara is with you. Getting off our old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you sick I was of that cabin, tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. Dug up some interesting information for you. Talk with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out there. Baron. Let's actually go talk to, for the sake of doing things, let's go talk to Joker and Edie up here at the front of the ship.
The Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die, and no, that's about it.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated. So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing. So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Mordin back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists. Commander?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
You and everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard. Yes, Shepard?
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Very few. It's optics face forward only. It has no integrated weapon systems or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh. I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes. Its balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires. For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective. I like it.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting. That was a joke.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
I appreciate that, and I'm sure they do too.
Carry on, Edie.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
Morton sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Salarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right there.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Salarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Commander.
Gotta occasionally go through all the dialogue. Because they went through the effort of recording it, we should go through the effort, minimal as it may be, of listening to it. I'm gonna go up to my cabin, do a quick save, not a quick save, but a save up there. Just on the off chance something stupid happens. Plus, I want to see my fish. Models. Let's see what we got here. I wish I could have the benefits of the helmet without having it displayed. I tend to always go with the N7 because I just want that extra health. Betting evidence. I may look up what I have to do for that one. Power grid. That's on a planet to explore. Irun. I gotta find Irun and do that. This is on the Krogan DMZ. I need to do a chunk of these before I go back to,
the Mars Archive. Alternating between
before I go to Tachanka.
Dr. Karen.
Okay. We are going to go down to the shuttle bay and work our way back up. Go to the bottom and work our way back up. Talk to everybody down here. We can. Are going to do some equipment upgrades because we can. Even though theoretically you should just be upgrading the stuff that you're actually using, I tend to prefer to do the cheap upgrades because now everything's the same, and so I can then upgrade as necessary. Since I do use the Predator, I do that. And I'll also take him off the list. Shuriken, because I do that tends to get used by others that I use. Save those. The bummer is you can't get things above level 5 until New Game Plus. It's kind of a bummer.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, there are views like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
If you put it that way, how can I say no?
You can't.
Surkesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally, I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of your shuttle, you comply.
Probably wise.
It's like telling it's like if a Wookiee tells you to give him the controls.
I hope I didn't leave you hanging too long on that last Cerberus raid.
I'm just glad we made it out in one piece.
Been a while since I've seen a dogfight like that. Really missed my Trident. ACM isn't really the Kodiak strong suit. Ma'am. Ma'am.
That was all done. Gonna go talk to Kane and Jarrus.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Surkesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Hey. Hey.
So you just go around, make sure you got everything. Ah, good. Another model that I forgot to grab. We are gonna go around and make sure we've got everything. I like having my models up in the captain's quarters. It's a fun thing.
Why are you so interested in my people, Asari?
Protheans were always an enigma, a mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race disappear?
Enlightened?
Well, it seemed that way.
And now that I am here,
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think. Krogan, Turian, Salarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
We can't win this war on our own.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself. I have absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best. Did I mention Salarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Mordin Salarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one. This Cerberus, I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped. The Rex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at. Yes. Yes.
There we go. See what the other side holds. Oh yeah, this is Allers over here.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
Stand down, Yeoman. She's allowed to voice her opinion until I disallow it.
Aye, aye, Commander. But how does she get to say whatever she wants to the whole galaxy and there's no other side?
I'll be clear that the opinion expressed is just my own.
Well, okay. It's not great, but okay.
You don't mess with the press. If you mess with the press, it will make your life more difficult. And by your life, I mean my life. And I'm not saying that I need my life to be easy. I just don't want to make it any harder. Gotta win the hearts and minds. And I prefer to do it with realism as opposed to baseless, obnoxious propaganda. I mean, there's still gonna be propaganda, but...
Kenneth, do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither. Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander. Commander? Commander?
Power grid is in the green. Power grid is in the green.
I go up to the crew deck. Let's see. I got the people who died. There's Jenkins. Thing is, if you screw up in the suicide mission, everybody who died in the suicide mission is on here. If you wait too long to do the suicide mission in Mass Effect 2, you end up with everybody who was on the ship in here, and I think it even ends up filling the middle too. And I much prefer...
I can't imagine anything so traumatic. You sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Oh, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
Hello, Commander. Hello, Commander.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes, Mordin would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no, I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed. Commander.
Again, things that you don't see if you don't wander around and check things out in interim. Another model. So after we finish this loop, before we go back to the CIC, we'll have to make a jump back up to my quarters. Take a look at my my model display now, because since we found two that I didn't have before, that I hadn't picked back up. So we're gonna check in with Liara, Garrus.
So Liara, still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us. Feel free to look around. Feel free to look around.
Email from Kaylee Sanders to David Anderson. You won't find this for a while unless you find Next Connection working on Earth. Made it out of the weapon, out to this weapon we're building. Device isn't even halfway complete. It's the most breathtakingly complicated piece of technology I've ever seen. I wish you could see this thing we're creating. It gives me hope. Take care for my sake. Kaylee Sanders to Jack. Hey Sanders, checking on the kids. How are they? Hey Sanders, checking on the kids. How are they, Jack? They'll do good. This is going to be long. Kind of got crap to do. I wanted to tell you I persuaded some Alliance friends to part with the biotic amp you and the children were testing at Grissom. You can pick it up at the Citadel. Damn, one of the L3X1s? You know how much shit I could tear up with one of those things, with one of those installed? I had an idea. Look after yourself. Yeah. And hey, thanks. Call between Kasumi Goto and Professor S. Olson. And Professor, I know you have that one-of-a-kind point-to-point comm server you were talking about the other day. Do you have any information on its whereabouts? I've got something better. Check your front door. But this server's locked at a Cerberus facility. Not anymore. This will be invaluable for the Crucible. Thank you, Miss Gota. You're the brilliant astrophysicist, Prof. I'm just a tech expert doing some odd jobs. By the way, you would not believe how many credits Cerberus leaves just lying around in the open. Email from Professor Scott to Dr. O'Doul. Calling every supply depot station around the Crucible to find enough pure platinum for the Crucible's primary trigger inlay. We barely had enough left to coat a coffee maker. An hour later, ship pulled up with 16 tons of platinum, courtesy of the Shadow Broker, and then flew away to scavenge more materials for the project. The ship's captain emailed me later saying the broker would stay in touch with our needs. That's great, but I'm checking my computer for bugs. The thing this Prothean must have seen, they had technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years. No wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings. But goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization? I'm not sure what to make of Javik. I approached him while we were traveling to a different system, but he wasn't very inclined to talk. What Lily does say concerns the Reapers and our possible failure. Is he simply a soldier mourning his people, or is it a fundamental difference in our cultures? Dead? I do like that the monitors follow you. Or they're supposed to. Sometimes they get confused, though. Weapon upgrade kit. Field kit can be used for a one-time upgrade. Variety of weapons to increase ammo capacity or the potential damage dealt. Schematics have been scanned into Normandy's onboard computers. Ammo capacity or weapon damage. We're going to do the weapon damage. Advanced biotic implants. Advanced amp, sophisticated biofeedback system that interfaces with a set of armored microcomputers. The amp set helps streamline the use of biotic skills and combat powers or increase their damage instead. I think they cool down fast enough, so I'm going to do the damage. But I'm a sucker for those.
At your service.
Let's see if I can talk. I cannot talk to Glyph.
Feel free to look around.
Another check, just make sure I can't staff with anything. And we're going to go talk to Mr. Garrus Vakarian up here in the main battery. Do a quick jaunt over here to make sure we don't have anything we can pick up, and then it's just talking time. As you do.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the Genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. It takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh? I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka. Good to see Mordin still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. So who needs their ass kicked now?
Yeah, so we've expended all of his. Like I said, you go in, you talk to him, that way you... As I said, they spent the time and energy to record those lines. We should do them the service of listening to them.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive.
Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
Or Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman of the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
How'd you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
Drop frames, but not many, thankfully.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the Genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the Genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a Thresher Maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The Genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the Genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the Genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence. Excuses to earn them honor.
How has Mordin been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the Genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Asari Vorcha offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear. Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I'm glad to see humans treat their women with respect. Your people have placed a lot of responsibility on you.
No more than your people have put on you.
Then maybe we can show the men how it's done.
Deal.
Something else, Commander?
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production, long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
I appreciate that he's putting in the full effort to make sure that...
So we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tachanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
So the end justifies the means.
Not my means.
But you're using the data, encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure Genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
Any word on Malin himself?
No. Ordered teams to search for him when trying to help Eve. Nothing so far. Large galaxy. Lots of places to hide. Could already be dead for all we know. Would kill him now if possible. Unless he could help.
How's she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat, outlet for aggression, cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right, to prove I can.
Morden's a good guy.
With you, Morden.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You go crazy inside an hour.
Might run tests on the seashells.
Gonna go up and take a look at the models, and then we'll head back to the CIC and head to the next destination. See, because now we have both versions of the Normandy. The itty bitty one and the big one. Got the Destiny Ascension. Space for a couple more, but... space for one more on that panel, and then... I think 4 more on this one. I don't remember whether they're spread around the ship or if they're purchasable at other locations. I know I had the complete set from Mass Effect 2.
Commander?
So, where do we go next? Leave the orbit of Sur'Kesh. Make sure we fill that up. Nothing for us to find here, apparently. Or at least that's my guess. I'm gonna go to the Exodus cluster real quick. We're gonna kind of bounce our way through scavenging, then go for the scouts. I think I'd already scanned and just didn't have the time to grab. Yes. Oh look, fuel. Used fuel I didn't really need to get fuel, or I used fuel that I could have used elsewhere. To get fuel... because of course. But now that's got the Exodus cluster fully done. A pin crest that had the... this one has a fuel depot. Yeah. And because this has a fuel depot, it won't have Reapers, so you actually have a chance to get stuff. Full refuel. And Turian 79th Flotilla. And that got us all of our assets, so now we can leave there. And that puts us fully done with this one. And since we're using the fuel that we just got, we'll just restock just for the sake of restocking. I'm gonna bounce around a bit. There's some Valar, some Untrell, so we'll go to Valar. Way the heck down here. Hopefully I've already scanned it and just couldn't get to it. And no.
Reapers eluded.
Nope. Gonna have to come back to this system. But we'll still scan Harsa just for the sake of. There we get fuel, so then when we restock properly.
Faster than light jump successful.
And the next one, we're going to jump back to Apian because there's the fuel depot there. I just want to have as many war assets as I can at the end. And we're going to come up here to investigate the missing scouts. Hades Gamma. Since the Reaper alertness goes back after each one that you do. We're going to do a reverse circle. Going to do Plutus, then Dis.
Signal confirmed.
Not what I wanted to do. Special Ops Zeta and 103rd Marine Division got updated. And that gives me 100% there. Nice. So now we'll head up to this up here. And find 200 units of fuel. We'll make going further easier. Okay, we can get out of here before the Reaper alertness goes up. Come back down here to Cacus. Skipping the other one. Nope, 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 nope.
Evasion successful.
So I will have to come back through here.
Reapers
Get that
eluded.
one from Cacus. But the nice part is that that got us most of the way through Hades Gamma. Again, we're going to hop back up to the Apian Crest. Refuel for the next one. And then we'll go on to the next mission. Sorry, you're getting to see my mindset and logic on this. My way of doing things. I know there are plenty of people that just will railroad through the story. And that, but even though I'm kind of in a rush, Horizon comes out on Friday, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I will be doing a stream of that. One, this is also kind of a stress test stream. Not necessarily this one, but I will be doing one that will effectively be. Because I think tomorrow when I get up, after a couple things go on, I'll probably do most of the day.
I found something.
Cruiser Nairobi and then increase the third fleet. Some fuel. And we get Zoidberg out of here.
Faster than light jump successful.
And that gets us 100% of Ming. So now we can come down here to Han. And do a scan. I should probably change my controllers. Though, not so much probably as I will just need to. And of course I went far enough that it ran me out of fuel.
Signal confirmed.
I'll have to Zoidberg over to the relay. Big batch of credits. So we're going to go back over here to the Apian one last time. the scout mission. Easy come, easy go. Got ones here. I'm also kind of bad at things because I sit back and I want to stream. And I try to. But I also don't like streaming when my friends stream. But it frustrates me a little bit because then I will also end up with times when like I do want, I mean I don't mind, but it's frustrating sometimes when you start streaming and instead of coming and watching you, your friends start up their own stream. Nothing wrong with that. It is their want to do. They're very much allowed. Barrel. Damage. Cat is going crazy. See, because they have the same weapon options, that's why I level things up as they do. 8 points, so I can actually increase other stuff. And increase this. Decrease shield recharge delay, or increase melee damage. We will be doing the shield delay because I don't do a whole lot of damage of melee. I just don't. Increase melee damage bonus, increase weapon damage bonus for 20 seconds after having melee. I will be doing this one to increase my health and shield bonuses. 6 points. We are going to increase the unshackled AI, and we're going to increase your tech power damage. And sadly, Liara only has 2 points, so we can't do anything for Liara. Because we leveled her up in the middle of the last mission.
Have we learned anything, Shepard? Our backup's waiting for us at the drop point. Arlac Company, Krogan Commandos.
That's correct.
Ah,
They are
yes.
an accomplished unit. Made famous for their decisive action liberating a colony from Batarian pirates.
Good to hear. Other than that, there's been no word from a team of Krogan scouts since they went through the Rachni relay.
There are many reasons that communication with the scouts could be disrupted.
We don't know much, but no Rachni activity has been reported.
Still, it's troubling there are rumors at all. It's been years since you released the last Rachni Queen on the condition she'd disappear forever. Her race was all but extinct. She would not risk annihilation by starting a war.
Just be ready for anything.
This was the return of
Yeah,
2.
shuttle just arrived.
And
Better
there
get
he
moving,
is.
Team 2. See anything, let me know.
Grunt?
Shepard? Shepard!
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Didn't those idiots lock you up?
They did. Put me in lockdown to keep the Batarians off me. Didn't want problems with the Council while they prepared for war. But the situation changed.
Yeah, they got bigger problems, all right. That's why I'm out here running Arlac Company. They're tough, think they're invincible. Reckless, but effective.
Sounds familiar, Grunt. How'd you go from being new and unproven to your own command?
Wasn't easy. When Rex put Arlac Company together, he needed a leader who represented the future of our species. Thanks to you, I completed my rite of passage on Tachanka and became part of Clan Urdnot. I was an equal. And being the strongest, I was chosen to lead this honored company.
I bet some didn't like a tank-bred Krogan being in charge.
I collected a few scars earning my place here. These Krogan respect me.
You were a pain in the ass, Grunt. But if your Krogan are half the soldier you are, we might make it out of here.
Glad you're here to crack some heads, Shepard. Hard to believe this might be Rachni. Seems crazy. The Rachni. A chance to face the old enemy? Impossible to resist.
We don't know if the Rachni had anything to do with this. We're here to find the scouts. I didn't see any signs of activity during our approach.
Agreed. But this place smells wrong. Like a bad wound. Our scans show the tunnels down there lead to a large central point. If we're lucky, it's a nest.
A nest might be fortunate. We could end this here.
Arlac Company, move out! Grab what you need, Shepard. Meet me at the scout camp ahead.
Sounds good.
I will say, because there was an update to OBS.
Take what you need and move out.
Well, I was going to say it seems to be more consistent. Give me a sec. I'm going to just do this real quick. Seemed like it was just stalled on a frame for a while. Stalled on it. I mean, it was a great picture of Grunt, but, you know, that's not what I needed to move. Okay. Say you're doing 30 frames per second, but you're not actually doing anything. One sec, I gotta look at something. Okay, I think that fixed my, or not. There we go. Seems like my capture is being a pain in the tuchus. Now I'm just like, now it's deciding I need to drop my frames per second. Because of course. Things can't run smoothly for me. I guess my capture was just arbitrarily stalling out on me, and I just didn't notice. Now I'm getting my usual frames per second dips that I'm used to. But my capture actually seems to be moving. So I apologize if for like the last hour and a half you've had a slideshow that I thought was it working fine.
Grunt has done well for himself. Tank-bred genetics combined with experience.
Quick. Badly, I've managed to make things.
Ready, Shepard. We're right behind you.
Credits.
You ready to go?
What did you do after the Collectors were defeated?
I spent most of my time back on Tachanka learning what it was to be Krogan. In the lab where I was created, the lessons were like fighting with practice weapons. They had no bite, no impact. I needed the blood and pain. I made mistakes, but I learned.
Tell me more about this company.
Arlak means Eye of Wrath. We are named after the fierce Tachanka sun. Rex handpicked us from different clans to show a united Krogan. We were sent because we're the strongest.
Did Warlord Okeer imprint anything on you about the Rachni during your creation?
Okeer ensured I knew of the Rachni. They are respected as an enemy. Everyone thought they were dead, defeated by the Krogan. You proved that wrong. If they're here, my blood demands they die.
What happened to the scouting party?
Looks like something dropped half their camp down a hole. Their shuttle must have been lost as well. They weren't going anywhere. Doesn't matter. We're here to find the Rachni and burn them out.
Alright, let's get going.
You made an agreement. You
Finally.
Don't get to kill them.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Don't get to immediately kill them. I will let you know if you... I'll let you know if you need to actually kill them.
Everyone alright?
Shepard! You in one piece?
Looks like we're all okay! Keep in radio contact!
On our way!
Look around, make sure that there's nothing I can pick up. As you know, as we do.
Something up ahead.
I see it. Grunt, got a body of a scout here. Been dead a few days.
Yeah, if he has his weapon, grab it. You won't need it anymore.
Is that webbing?
Looks like it.
Stay close, it's easy to get separated.
Agreed. Everybody be ready.
Did anyone see that?
Got us our mission to give us aliens vibes.
What is that?
Give us the whole in space no one can hear you scream vibe. Especially with the eggs.
There's the wire, Shepard. Reaper technology.
Maybe.
Swap out for another one. Here. I guess things are probably moving better than they were when I first started the stream. Now I'm actually giving you a proper, somewhat feed of my freaking game, of the gameplay.
We got company!
Light him up, Shepard.
Along the far wall, Shepard. Is that Rachni?
Good eye.
It's the Rachni, or what's left. Another species twisted by the Reapers.
Grunt, Rachni presence confirmed. Modified and very dangerous.
Finally, something to kill. Nothing here yet. Lost our Krogan to a sinkhole. Bad way to go.
The nest has to be here. The significant amount of Reaper forces indicates we are on the right path.
That cleared out. Come back down here, grab a new one. To refill it.
No question, Reapers have been here.
Agreed. Let's find out why.
A barrier, Shepard.
Copy that.
It must open somehow. What is that? It was some kind of lock. Look out!
And
Anyone injured? Looks like we're finding another way out of here. Come on!
What was that noise, Shepard? Sounded bad.
Cave in. We're all right.
Good. Didn't want to dig you out.
Now that hurts my feelings, Grunt.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to see. Down to... That gets that side taken care of. Go down here and take care of these ones down here that we already spotted.
Shepard, I know what happened to the scouts.
What'd you find?
They got hit hard. The leader ordered them to carry weapons deep into the caves. He knew the next team would need help.
They died making sure we could make it to the central chamber. Come on.
Stuff for us to salvage.
Shepard.
Looks like a last message. He's asked that it be delivered to an Asari named Ereba on the Citadel.
That's gonna be depressing. Never fun when you have to deliver a
Another haul, Shepard.
Expect trouble.
message to a widow. I think that might have been the Turian and the Krogan.
I'm on it.
One of the in Mass Effect 2 was
finished.
Keep the pressure up.
The poet Krogan. I think that might have been him. Back down here. Don't see anything right now. Grab the Firestorm. So we can easily take care of the eggs.
Stay low. Don't let it get a beat on you.
Proceed through. Thank you for sticking with me through the technical hiccups. That I occasionally run into. Even though occasionally might be an understatement.
Shepard. Some heavy fighting. Tough bastards.
Casualties?
It's fine. Krogan fight better angry.
You know, I didn't want you to just start walking ahead.
Look out!
I opened them up. Yeah, we didn't need to.
The Rachni favor highly toxic environments for breeding, but this atmosphere is breathable.
There's no telling how much the Reapers changed the Rachni. They're breeding an army down here. They reproduce very quickly, and this is a perfect place to hide them until they're too strong to stop.
I agree. And they're throwing everything they've got at us so we don't reach the nest.
locked and getting overrun. Move it, Shepard!
There's the power node. Come on.
Thanks, Shepard. That wasn't webbing stopping us. That was Reaper tech.
We ran into it too.
The Rachni have backed off for now, but they can smell our wounds. Any worthy enemy would regroup and finish us. Soon.
We're close, Grunt. Those barriers were protecting whatever's down that passage.
We'll dig in here, kill anything that moves. Buy you some time.
Fortunately, because I know things.
Good luck.
I don't need luck. I have ammo.
Because you can, it can go either way.
Target!
Either
Get
you
ready.
end up with, if you kill the Rachni Queen, it's a fake Rachni Queen. If you don't, then it is the actual Rachni Queen.
More eggs. Take it slow.
And one becomes an asset, one very much does not.
What is that?
Grunt, we've located the central chamber.
Good. We got your back, Shepard.
Move it! Damn it!
We need to find the power node.
Heavy resistance. This is it, people!
Shepard, over here.
Come on, we gotta get past these barriers.
There must be more power nodes on the other side.
Stay focused! Understood.
Through. Got. I'll pick that one up in a moment.
Their numbers are staggering! Keep it up, people!
Whatever spooked them won't last. Finish the job.
Copy that.
Goddess!
Maddening's our note has ceased.
What are you?
The last queen. We listen for the children. They are silent. Although the machines come and take them to war, they die alone, silent, far away.
The Reapers did this to you?
Yes. The sour note of the machines is everywhere.
I let you go back on Noveria. You promised not to interfere anymore. The Rachni were supposed to disappear.
We remember. We kept our promise. Retreated back through the relay. We started a new home. Beautiful children. Harmony. But the machines came. They heard our song. Their shriek of sour notes drowned us out.
They can't hurt you anymore.
Yes, we understand.
Can you still feel the Reapers? Can they influence you?
We hear the machines, but they cannot control us. Remove this last shackle, and we are free. The children return. They will destroy us all. Release us. We're getting movement here. A lot of movement.
Copy that, Grunt. Are you capable of fighting the Reapers?
We hate the machines. We will fight for our unborn children. Release us.
Seems a fair deal.
She's badly wounded. She needs time to escape.
Shepard, we're out of time. We stay here, Arlac Company dies. Is that clear?
Listen up! Arlac Company holds the Rachni off while the Queen escapes. We'll buy you some time. Grunt, fall back to our position and lead us out.
Damn you, Shepard! I'm leaving my team. On my way!
Commander! That's an order! She's too valuable an asset to lose.
Why would if we saved her in Mass Effect 1?
Get us out of here.
Why are we gonna give her up now? I mean, let's be realistic.
Shuttle's down that path. I'll hold them off. Get out of here, Shepard! My turn.
But because we had his loyalty in Mass Effect 2,
Cortez, we're the last ones out.
Copy that, Commander. Shuttle is waiting.
Earn Not Grunt makes his way out. A little worse for wear.
Grunt!
Anybody got something to eat?
I'm reviewing your report on the Rachni situation, Commander. This could have gotten complicated fast. I hope you know what you're doing, cutting a deal with the Rachni Queen. We got burned last time. I'm trusting your instincts, Commander.
We can count on her support, Admiral.
I hope so. But we cut the Reaper supply of new Rachni troops and picked up some additional Krogan support. I call that a victory. I've got to get back to it, Commander. Watch yourself out there. Hack it out.
Shepard, you made it out of there. Sounds like I missed a hell of a fight.
It was bloody, Rex. We could have used you.
Too busy talking rather than fighting. Feeling restless. A war going on and I'm stuck keeping the peace. I heard you made some kind of deal with the Rachni Queen. If they get out of hand again, it's your ass on the line.
Understood.
I heard Grunt managed to get out of there with a few scratches.
You could say that.
We'll get him patched up, back in the fight.
Good to hear.
I should get back to it. Keep me posted, Shepard.
Shepard, test verified. Results promising. Can synthesize for universal Krogan immunity.
Good. Then you can put your knife away.
The cure's ready?
No, still need transmission vector. Cure useless unless given to entire species.
You're usually full of ideas, Mordin. You altered the genophage before. There must be a way.
Of course, always possibilities, but time limited. Can't create new infections strained from scratch. Groundwater? No, too slow. Voluntary inoculation risky. Population too scattered for airborne, unless... Wait, yes! The Shroud. Constant global dispersion of air particles, built by Solarians to repair atmosphere of Tuchanka. Also used by Turians.
We used it to secretly spread the genophage virus. It ended the Krogan rebellions.
I'd be careful who you tell that to.
Sometimes I understand why the Krogan want to shoot everyone in sight.
Those were desperate times.
Yes, but useful now. Original genophage strain still in storage at Shroud facility. Can use it as transmission vector, then use Shroud to blanket Tuchanka with cure.
You clever little pyjak. That's our best shot, right there.
Then finish your preparations and be ready to go, Mordin.
Of course. Ready when you need me. We'll be in Medbay with Eve until then.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
The Arachni workers. Got Grunt at the flotilla. So we're rapidly approaching that minimum line, which is good.
Shepard, so I imagine by now you've wiped the galaxy clean of Reapers and we can all come up for air?
Not quite. There've been a few complications.
Aren't there always? Hackett filled me in on the Crucible. Sounds like you've got some knots to untangle.
I'm just glad I could take care of one of them for you. I gather you and Kaylee Sanders were close?
I owe you for that one, Shepard. Kaylee and I met almost 20 years ago. We even had a run-in with Saren in his early days. She and I were... more than close.
She misses you.
I miss her. End of the world has a way of reminding you what you forgot to do. Maybe when the war's over, Kaylee and I will do something about that.
You'll see her soon.
I can hope. But you've got a bigger problem right now. Like a galaxy full of scared bureaucrats.
It's what you hired me to do.
Mostly you were hired to kill Reapers. I hope you haven't been sidetracked by all the politics.
Nothing I can't handle. What about you? What's happening on Earth?
I'll spare you the details. But let's just say a lot of cities around the world have stopped checking in.
That bad?
You and I knew what we were in for, but everyone else? I don't think the shock's worn off yet.
Are you safe?
That changes by the hour. I caught a shuttle evac out of Vancouver, and now we're running from foxhole to foxhole just trying to stay alive.
What about the Reapers?
They're harvesting everything that moves. They're focusing on the big cities, which does give us some room to maneuver.
You think you can hang on?
Hell, we're still just trying to talk to each other. Right now, all we can do is organize the resistance at a local level. No lack of volunteers, at least. Everybody knows what's at stake.
I don't know how we'll win this yet, but we will. Even if it kills me.
Well, you've already died once, and that didn't slow you down. But let's not tempt fate. Keep yourself safe, Shepard.
You too, sir.
We'll talk again soon. Anderson out.
Sorry about that. Seven. We're gonna max out fitness real quick, because why not? It's gonna be that one. I rarely ever use melee.
Biotics. It may be possible to... Ravagers are former... Tuchanka.
We got priority Tuchanka. We're gonna hold off on that. Gotta do that. We're gonna try and do as many of these as we can. Before then. But
You hear we had to evac another colony? Who's
not the Reapers losing much.
Well, Reapers don't have colonies. Neither does Cerberus. If they did, we could drop an asteroid on them.
Commander, Cerberus is attacking civilians on Benning. We've been asked to help evacuate the planet. You know, my lab studied the Rachni. Long-distance communication with no time lag, the ability to control workers, and at close range, the Queen can even speak through dead or dying members of other species.
Glad they're on our side.
If we can develop instant long-range communication without quantum entanglement, maybe when this war is over. Commander?
Check these. New. And I'm gonna go up to my cabin and save. Give things a chance to kind of catch up. And that. Fish. And like I said, I'm gonna call it. So, have a good evening, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. You know the usual things. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Don't be an asshole. Drink your water. Have a good night. And as always, end of line.